Hello, learners. This multilingual discussion video explains how to use the Punnett square, but of course, pwede nyo gini siya magamit as a review material. Let's start. Let me start with this word, cross, which means to mate organisms to produce offsprings with genetic combination that is useful for human beings. Usually, amugid man ang rason nga crossbreed ang mga scientists. So, for example, dire, we have a big grain rice, no, dagko ang iabutil, pero dasig siya mapatay. So, to improve this breed, i-cross siya sa isa ka type sang bugas nga gagmay ang butil pero pest resistant. So that we are able to produce a type of rice nga dalagko ang butil kag hindi siya dasig mapatay. That is the main purpose of scientists or experts who are crossing organisms. Let us review on these important words. The first one is dominant. Dominant trait or gene is represented by capital or big letters. Recessive genes or traits naman are represented by small letters like that. Next, genotype. Amo ni ang letters or ang genes sa sulod sa aton lawas. Then the phenotype naman is something that we see. So for example, the genotype here is big letter R, duha ka bilog. That means ang phenotype niya is round. Okay, ang genotype hindi ta makita, ang phenotype among makita ta. Next words, homozygous and heterozygous. Okay, when we say homozygous, this is a pair of genes na parihas, the same. So, kung duwa ka small letter R like this, it is homozygous kay pariha ang genes. Like in this case also, duwa ka big letter R, so it is homozygous, meaning parihas ang duwa ka genes. Pero, kung magparihas ni nga ang isa is big letter, ang isa is small letter, big R kag small r, it is considered as heterozygous. Kay lain-lain ang lainay sila nga duwa. Big letter R means round and the small letter R is recessive for this shape which is wrinkled. Okay, the last two words are genes and allele. When we say genes, amo na example ya, the shape of seed. Magsiling naman ta allele, it is also genes pero variety. So, kung ang genes is the shape of the seed, ang iya nga allele is round or wrinkled. Kung height naman, kung genes for height, we're talking about allele nga tall and short. For hair color, the gene is the hair color, the allele is black and blonde. The Punnett square is named after Reginald C. Punnett. It is a square diagram that allows us to determine the possible combinations of genes in a cross. Kung sa Ilonggo pa, amo ni siya ang nagahatag sang mathematical way of knowing kung pila ay han ka percentage to, for example sa bugas kagina ang magwa nga nami ang magwa nga bugas, is it 75% or just 25%? Kaya kung 25% lang, it would be unethical to do that. So, hindi na nila pagsigihon sa mga scientists. But if it's going to show a good future, no, dako ang percentage nga nami ang magwa nga offspring, then they would go ahead and continue the project. Amo ng purpose. And this is how the Punnett square looks like. During a side class is where we are going to write the alleles of parent number 1. Kagdiri naman sa babaw is we're going to write the allele of parent number 2. The Punnett square allows us to predict the genotypic and phenotypic ratio of the offspring. So, ari dili na di ginabutang ang genotype kag phenotype, then the ratio over here. Don't forget that. We're going to practice using the Punnett square. Solve for the genotypic and phenotypic ratio of this cross. The big W means white and the small w means yellow. This is dominant and this is recessive. Let's cross a homozygous white flower with a homozygous yellow flower. This is parent 1 and this is parent 2. The alleles of parent 1 shall go over this side and the alleles of parent 2 shall go over that side. After to sulat sa alleles, class, dire, i-copy ta ang letters sa sulod ng square. So big W goes here, small w goes here, then this will go all the way here and over here also. So amo nang tsura ya, oh. Like that, and like that, and of course dira. So again ha, ang ini nga W nga dako, diri na siya halin pasud pakadto dira. Ini naman ang gamay, dira siya halin sa babaw papanaog diri. Do multiplication table. Then it's time for us to count. The genotype is to count the pair of alleles. So makita na di is heterozygous nga pair, no? So big W or a dominant allele and a recessive allele. So 4 ka heterozygous pair because apat siya mo 1, 2, 3, and 4. So isulat di 4 kag i-copy ang combinations ng letters. Then since a dominant gene goes with a recessive gene, big letter W means white, so the phenotype would be 4 white flowers or 4 white only. The genotypic ratio would be 4:0. Kay 4 lang gid ang ari diri. Okay? Next, it would be 100% nga heterozygous pair of genes. Heterozygous siya nga pair. Then, the phenotypic ratio would be 4:1 or 100% white. The phenotype means amo ning makita ta, that's why nga white diri ang ginagamit sa phenotype. Tapos ang genotype is ang combination ng genes, amo na nga alleles ang ginagamit dira. Okay? Here's another example. We're going to cross a heterozygous black dog with another heterozygous black dog. The big B is dominant for black and the small b is recessive for white. So this is parent 1, parent 2. So it goes there like that. Then i-multiply ta na sila. So we copy the letters. It's going to look like that. Then that. Then i-copy ini. So kung diri class tulokon ta dapat amo na siya noon churaya. Pero of course, unahon tagit permi ang dominant nga allele para proper siya tulokon. Next, duha ka BP. So, can you guess ano ang genotype? So, may ta amo ni, then duha ka heterozygous nga dominant kag homozygous nga recessive. So, it would be 1 dominant nga homozygous, 2 heterozygous kag 1 nga homozygous recessive. The phenotype would be 3 black because ari siya kitaon, and then 1 white kay homozygous ang isa. The genotypic ratio would be 1:2:1. Ari siya class. So 1 means 25%, 2 is 50%, and another 1 is 25%. Diri na siya ginkuha ha, diri sa babaw. Okay? Diri na siya. Don't forget that. And ini siya, diri siya hali. Okay? And the phenotypic ratio would be, can you take a guess? 75% black and 25% white. Diri siya 3:1. Alright? This last example is a little bit challenging. Siyempre, ginhungod ko ni. We have alleles for shape and colors. We can pause here, take a screenshot, dire. Tapos after mo screenshot, i-play mo, kay i-play ko ang solution. Pero pwede mo na siya mahimo sa inyo balay. You can go ahead and pause now. Kay i-play ko na subong ang answer. So, it should look like that. And of course, the genotype looks like that. The phenotype is something like that. This is the genotypic ratio and the phenotypic ratio. I-double check lang kung insakto ang imo nga answer. Good luck! Remember class, you can always replay the video over and over so that you will be able to memorize the steps. That's all in this video. See you in class, everyone. Bye!